Hey, how are you doing? Hopefully doing well. Hopefully you're hanging in there. Hopefully you're not feeling too overwhelmed. And can you believe it? We're going to start our third whole week of this virtual learning, our fourth week of doing it. So we've been out of school that long, actually, plus another week of spring break. Um, you won't believe this, but I actually miss being in there. I actually miss seeing everyone like you, and I hope we can get back to some normalcy. If not, this is our normalcy, and let's keep working together. You're doing a great job. You made it this far, which means you can do it. You're doing a great job. Okay, this is your April 13th review week video, and there's three things, remember, that we're going to do in this video, as I've done this a couple times now. One, how can you stay in contact with me? Two, what'd you miss last week? And three, what's your expectations for this week? And then I'm throwing in a one little other thing, which is reviewing what you need to do when you email me your files. So let's get started. First, how do you stay in contact? Well, right on the screen here, you'll see our virtual learning links. It's always the first thing under classwork. And you'll see your learning schedule is right here, which is what we're going to go through. And don't forget this part too, this office hours. Um, I'd love to see you come on and talk to me. If you got any questions, you got any concerns, struggling with anything, this is where you come to see me. So on here is our Google Meet link. And as it says here, I'm on from 9 to 11 or 1 to 3, just about every day for during our school day. If I'm not on or you see something's wrong, I may be having a tech issue, or I may have walked away to go get a sandwich or something like that. So all you got to do is just send me a quick message if you notice that the video is not working between 9 and 11, 1 to 3, and I'll go, oops, I'll be right there. If you need something outside these hours and it works better, I'll say, do you want to meet real quick? And then if I get another response back from you, we'll go to this link and we can work through things. Those that have come on have realized it's a lot quicker to just take care of something real quick on the screen than it is to email about 6,000 times throughout the day or throughout a couple days. So that's how you can stay in contact, and that's how you can find all your information. It's right there in the learning schedule or learning calendar. Okay, so took care of number one. Number two, what'd you miss last week if you missed anything? Well, here's our presentation, or here's our schedule for last week. We had to do the 2.2. We started building the charades game. So you had basically all week to be able to finish the charades game. If you didn't finish it, you got to do that first, because next week, or this week, I should say, is going to be finishing up that charades game and actually making lists and being able to play the game. So we need to make sure that it's set up right. And then we're going to, so that's Monday and Wednesday. And I gave you a little extra time if you need to till Friday to turn it in. There's conclusion questions. This is a Google form that you need to turn in to me when you're done. Here it is. You're going to have to complete this massive one question and get it turned in to me just like 2.2 was. So make sure you turn that in. So that's all part of the assignment. Back here. Now I'm on the screen. Let's make this full so you can see the whole thing. So for Friday, then, we're going to start doing the disease tracker. The disease tracker is going to have 4 separate videos to be able to do this. And the reason why there's 4 separate videos is it breaks down the work a little bit. There's a lot of work into learning how to do data and how to save data on an app. And this one is very timely, as it usually looks at the flu. And we're going to be looking at flu information from the CDC. So, and how these different clinics can collect that information and get it to the CDC so they have information. So that's the stuff that you're going to have to do this week and the stuff that you missed last week. Okay. Don't forget, everything is on here, from the test we had on that Friday, which some people still need to do, to the other weeks. So make sure you're checking these out. Now, you also have to email me your files when you do the 2.4, and you have to email me the 2.3. And this is the last thing I want to go through with you in this video, is how to change the file name. If every single one of you sent me this, which a lot of you are just sending me that charades file, how am I going to know the difference between whose is whose when I open them up onto my account? Plus, some of you are going to start seeing when you email me, if you look carefully on your file, it has these parentheses and then a 1, 2, 3, some sort of number inside those parentheses. the system doesn't want to open up those files. It doesn't read numbers first, and it doesn't read symbols. So you have to remember to change your name of your file before you send it to me. So, for example, this last week, you should have gone into My Projects, Save Project As, and when it pops up with the word copy, you get rid of that and you can put your name there. This would have got you for last week, okay? 2.2 charades, and then this popped up. Well, for this week, you're going to be continuing that charades app, and now you got to send me the file again. So how are you going to decipher between the 2 weeks? Well, you go into My Projects, Save Project As again, and where it had that copy, you can get rid of the copy and put version 2, right? Or part 2. You do part 2, something like that. And either way, when you hit OK, then up here in the green bar, you'll see that it changes the name. And then that's the file that you're going to go to My Projects and export onto your computer down here and email me. So make sure you're doing that, because it does save a ton of time, and it makes sure that it works on my computer. Sometimes if you don't do that, you'll send me the original file that had nothing done to it, and next thing you know, all your work is gone. So make sure that you are doing this, changing the names when you send me the files. Okay? Again, you got any questions, you got any concerns with what's going on, or you don't know what to do and you notice that the due date's coming up, don't forget to come to office hours and see me. Okay? Love to help you, and love to just see how you're doing and have you check in and make sure everything's all right. Okay? That's all I got for you. Hopefully have a great week, and we'll see you later. Thank you.